So in one whole week, we managed to get the 3 trailers for, the next movie, continuations of sequels to, classic films. I could have worded that a lot better. Anyway, so I've talked about the trailer. Well, actually, no, that was last week, and now this week we're getting that third one. It's kind of funny because I gave my thoughts on them a while ago, earlier this year, on what I thought of them so far. So here's my thoughts now on Terminator Genisys. Terminator Genisys. I just saw the new trailer. Just came out, and it's a cool idea, don't get me wrong, but Terminator Salvation, I like that. Now, I like Terminator Salvation. I think it's a fun summer movie. But and I don't think I don't think it's worse than Terminator 3. Terminator 3 was pretty fucking bad. I actually put Salvation higher than Rise of the Machines, actually. Yeah. I think it's a little bit higher, at least in my opinion. I think it's higher than the other, than the third Terminator film. So this is now the 4th Terminator film, and supposed to be the launch of a new Terminator trilogy. Hopefully, if it does any good. Now, it starts out with Jason Clarke, who is John Connor, and I like how also they have the little scars on his face, like in the original 80s film. I really like that little add-on. And we have Jay Courtney, who is going to go back in time and, do the whole thing of, go back in time as Kyle Reese, go back in time, save Sarah Connor, pretty much be the first movie all over again. But something's happened. I guess Age of Ultron must have affected this timeline too, because, well, apparently when Kyle goes back to the present, he's found out that Sarah is, this battle-hardened soldier, and she has the T-800 Terminator, or at least a T-800 Terminator with her, fighting a T-1000 who is Brian Hyung Lee, which I gotta say, I so called it. I am so happy that I called it, because I called it when I gave my original thoughts on Terminator Genisys, where I talked about, I bet you that I said a while ago that Brian Hyung Lee was gonna play a Terminator. I was gonna say he's gonna be the T-1000, isn't he? And sure enough, he is the goddamn T-1000. I am so happy that I called that. Then again, on the other hand, we knew. I'm pretty sure a lot of us. I'm pretty sure the majority of us knew that he was gonna play a Terminator. We probably knew he was gonna play a Terminator, and probably a few more of us thought he was gonna play the T-1000. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just happy I got it right. I'm so right. I am hardly right I am right on only so little things. So it's nice to see once in a while, hey, I was right! Yay me! Anyway, so I find it interesting that, they've done the whole Age of Ultron thing because, yeah, the timeline has been completely screwed over. Like I said, the T-800, which I assume is, I guess, the T-800 in here was the same T-800 in, actually, no, it's apparently a new T-800, because you see Schwarzenegger kill the other Schwarzenegger from... Oh, this is confusing. You see him kill the other one, and then Sarah Connor talks about we can finally stop Judgment Day from happening. That was the whole point of Judgment Day, was that, they could stop it, but it is still, time can be, rewritten. It can, and I guess that's kind of the thing, is that time can be rewritten and all that. I so am seeing, the Doctor going, why did you do this? I also find it kind of funny because Matt Smith is going to be in this Terminator film. So, yeah. Now, they have shown pictures of him being a soldier. I originally thought he was going to be like the voice of Skynet. I honestly thought he was going to play like the embodiment of Skynet, but I guess he's playing a soldier, and he will be in the trilogy, so yay. Anyway, I am, I'm interested, don't get me wrong. It's just that how, and again, I find it interesting that they're finally delving into the whole laws of time, the whole time travel thing, because, yeah, they've taught you, would imagine, you time travel that much, you're gonna break time, or cause an alternate reality, or cause an alternate timeline. Isn't that right, Abrams' Star Trek? So, from that perspective, I can see where they're kind of going with that, that you've clearly damaged the timeline so much that it's created a new timeline to reconfigure it. And I'm kind of, because it looks like in the trailer, we're going to see both the past and future be completely affected by this alteration in time. So I'm really curious to see that. I'm always a sucker for time travel, especially with alternate timeline stories. I'm always a sucker for those. But yeah, this looks really cool, but I'm kind of like on the fence because yeah, I mean, Salvation had a cool trailer, but and I do hold it higher than Rise of the Machines. That's just me. But having said that, I could look at Salvation and be like, yeah, this is a pretty flawed movie. This wouldn't be in my top 100, mind you. So I'm kind of like, you're playing on dangerous ground here, guys. You're playing on dangerous ground. So, tread lightly. Anyway, so, it's as always, also, it goes without saying that it's always good to see Schwarzenegger come back as the Terminator. It's always cool. So I think that goes without saying, like I said. But you guys tell me, what do you all think of the Terminator Genisys trailer? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? And what do you think the whole time travel thing is all about? And yeah, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.